What's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we will be reacting to
Hi,
my
guys.
experience as a female soccer player. So today I have my friends. So say hi, guys. So let's get into it right there. And it's on a big story.
When I was 5 years old, someone gifted me a 3,000-piece puzzle on my birthday. My parents thought it was too hard for me and put it away, but I snuck into the room when they were asleep and took it. I stayed up all night piecing it together, and when they saw it the next morning, they were totally amazed. "Laura, you're a genius! We're going to send you to the best schools, the best classes! You're going to be the best child in the world!" In an instant, my life changed. My parents shifted us to a new city, got me into a fancy new school, and signed me up for 6 hours of tutoring daily. But the problem was that I had ADHD as a kid, and it was really tough for me to focus the way my mom wanted me to. Once, Mom even tried to give me pills to control my behavior. "You should take these, Laura. They will help you focus on your studies." "Okay, Mom." When she left, I threw the pills in the trash. What if she wanted to poison me? My mom made me hate studying, so I had no choice but to start sneaking out when my parents weren't looking. My little escapades were awesome. I got to play soccer with the other kids and eat all the junk food I liked. It was all going so well, until one day in the 2nd grade, when I snuck out to go to a soccer match. 2 big girls approached me on the street. "Hey you, give me your bag." "No way!" One of the girls grabbed me while the other tried to pull my bag off my shoulder. Suddenly, our neighbor spotted us. "Hey, what are you doing?" The girls ran off in a hurry, and the neighbor took my hand. "I'm taking you home to your parents, Missy." "Oh no, not my parents." When Mom saw me, her face turned red with anger. "What are you doing out, Laura?" Once she learned about the incident, she totally lost it. She took away all my toys and grounded me until further notice. "Until you can learn to be a grown-up, you're not going anywhere." I already don't go anywhere." Mom was about to slap me when Dad came between us and stopped her. "Such a rude kid." The next morning, Mom woke me up at 4 a.m. "You're going to learn self-defense with your dad every morning and night." "But Mom, it's not even morning yet." "You start now." I had no choice. He began to teach me kickboxing every morning and jujutsu every night. One day, I was heading to an advanced math exam. My mom had been grilling me about this paper for a year. She wanted me to rank number 1. I was on my way to the exam room when I suddenly spotted an adorable boy with glasses cornered by some bigger kids who were pushing him around. I knew I had to go in for my paper, but I couldn't ignore this. I ran in between them. "Hey, stop it!" Is this little girl here to save Devin?" "This little girl will kick your big butt." I kicked one of the boys on his knee, and he fell. When his friend ran to get me, I dodged him easily and pushed him away. The boy was totally stunned. "You're awesome." Suddenly, my teacher came out of the exam room. "Miss, this girl just attacked us. She's crazy." Before I knew it, I was being dragged to the principal's office. I already knew what would happen now. He called my parents. Mom came in like a raging bull. "You missed the exam? You beat someone up?" "Mom, they were bullying someone." "So what? Are you Mother Teresa or Wonder Woman? Mind your own business. How dare you ditch your exams like this?" "Dad, I did the right thing. You know that. Say something." I knew Dad agreed with me, but he was just too weak to say anything in front of Mom. He was acting like freaking Godzilla. She signed me up for a replacement exam in 3 months and told me to get to work. The next day, the boy I helped, Devin, came up to me and thanked me for saving him from the bullies. He thought I was amazing and asked me out on a date. My first date ever! And he was just so cute. Of course I said yes. Devin and I began dating, and I did everything I could to keep it secret from my parents. I got a secret phone with my savings to text him, and I'd sneak out every night to meet him. I started to think that life wasn't so bad after all, until one day, Noah, the gorgeous soccer player from my school, came up to me during lunch. "Hey, go to the Blue Pearl Cafe at 5 p.m. Watch what happens." "What?" "Just do it. It's very important." With that, Noah walked away from me. That was so weird, but I decided to go anyway. When I reached the cafe, I saw Devin sitting there arm in arm with another girl. What? Devin kissed that girl right on the lips before she left. Oh my God! Devin! You cheater! The whole cafe turned to look at us, but I didn't care. "Laura, what are you doing here?" "I'm dumping you!" I walked forward, grabbed his plate, and dunked all his food over his head. Just then, another girl walked into the cafe. Devin, what's going on? I'm here for our date. Oh my God. I told the new girl the truth about him, and she grabbed some food from another table and chucked it right in Devin's face. Just then the manager showed up and threw us all out of his cafe. I hope you rot in hell, Devin. And with that, I ran back to school. I was going to find Noah. He was practicing soccer with the school team. I pulled him aside and demanded that he tell me how he knew about Devin. I've seen him around with you, so I knew you were dating. But I saw him with other girls too. Why did you tell me? Because I kind of have a huge crush on you. You what? I'm not sure if you remember. We used to play soccer together before you stopped showing up for practice. I've always liked you, and I didn't like the idea of you dating that slime. Oh my God. Noah had a crush on me? I know it's kind of weird and sudden, but do you want to go out with me sometime? He was so stunning, and I wanted to say yes, but I couldn't get Devin out of my head. How could I ever trust a guy again? I had to turn Noah down. Maybe we can just play soccer, like old times. Yes, we can try that. I started playing, and it was the best fun I'd had in years. Everyone loved me and asked me to try out for the official soccer team. I cleared the tryouts easily, but I had to make sure my parents never found out about this. One day after practice, Noah came to me with a whole bunch of roses and a couple of friends playing guitars. He asked me out on a date, again. Oh my God, you're dating Noah? I turned around to see Devin behind me, and he looked really mad. It's none of your business what I do with my life. Tell me the truth, Laura. Noah told you about my dates, didn't he? So what if he did? I always knew he liked you. He was always staring at you. Go away, Devin. Yeah, before we make you. The entire soccer team stared him down, and he had no choice but to back off and walk away. I turned to Noah and said, I'm sorry, Noah. I really like you, but I just can't trust someone so soon. That's okay, Laura. I get it. Come on, let's prep for the semifinals. The semifinals of our tournament went by like a breeze. We had trained hard, and our skill and teamwork were totally unmatched. When I scored that winning goal, I literally lost my mind. The thrill and joy was too much. I wrapped my arms around Noah and gave him a kiss right on his lips. The entire stadium began to hoot at us, but I didn't care one bit. Everything was perfect until I heard it. Laura! I jumped away from Noah and literally screamed in shock. Mom? Dad? What are you doing here? Devin called and he told us everything. You've been sneaking away every day to play this stupid game? My mom began to fight with me in front of hundreds of people. I had never been more humiliated in my life. You're grounded! Forever! Mom, the finals are tomorrow. Come on, honey. We can't make her miss that. Why not? She should be punished. She is a bad daughter. To my surprise, Dad finally put his foot down. He told my mom that I was an amazing daughter and that he'd had it with her bullying. My mom went purple with rage. Laura is playing tomorrow, and there's nothing you can do.
It's a commercial, amazing.
About it. I love you, Dad. I hugged Dad. He'd finally accepted me. My mom refused to say one word to me from that day on. I won the soccer finals 6-0, and without our knowledge, a scout had come to watch the match. They picked me up, and I got a full sports scholarship for my undergrad degree. None of my other teammates got that offer, including Noah. He got into a good college, too, but it was thousands of miles away from me. You have to take this opportunity, Laura. You're going to be great. I loved him so much that I really tried to make it work long distance, but it just became too painful for us to keep missing each other. We had to end things, even though we still loved each other and were on excellent terms. My soccer career was thriving, and I was playing at the state level, topping every chart in the Women's League. During a final match with Penn State, I fell and twisted my ankle so hard that I blacked out instantly. When I woke up, I was rushed to the hospital where the doctor told me in clear terms, you can walk and run if needed, but you can't play soccer ever again. My heart was broken, and it felt like my life was shattered. I went back home, and my dad consoled me and supported me. My mom made a few snide comments about how she was right, but Dad chased her away. I believe in you, Laura. We'll get through this together. I eventually started teaching self-defense and soccer classes for little kids in my city. It was good pay, and I really enjoyed working with children. One day, I got a text from Noah, and I flipped. I didn't realize we were in the same town now. He asked to meet me for dinner, and I was shaking. My jaw fell when I saw Noah. He was drop-dead gorgeous, just as the day I met him. He wasn't here alone. Some of our friends from the soccer team were here with their old guitars. Noah had 100 roses, and he gave them to me before he asked me to be with him again. And this time, I said yes, and jumped into his arms. He lifted me up in the air as I kissed him passionately. Noah and I started our lives together, and eventually got married 3 years later. My dad attended, and my mom didn't, which was totally fine by me. A year after our marriage, I became pregnant with our first baby. The pregnancy itself was a breeze, but the delivery was tricky. There was a complication, and I had to go into surgery, which really scared us all. Thankfully, both my daughter Claire and I made it. When I'd recovered, the doctor said, "I'm sorry, Laura. Getting pregnant again could be really dangerous for you. That complication could happen again." At first, I was heartbroken because I'd always wanted a big family. But once the baby passed, I said to Noah, "I'm grateful I have Claire, and I still want her to have siblings." We adopted 3 children after I had Claire. Claire absolutely fell in love with her siblings, and Noah and I got to give our 4 children a wonderful, loving home.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. And I'll see you guys next time. What's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel.